Okay, so I've added in one of my dream fish. I'm sure you can see the gem back there. The only issue is when you add multiple tangs into a tank at different times, old mate here has been squirring him off for the past half an hour, so I'll keep you posted. Alright, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. So, a bit of an update on the Cade S3 1200. So, since the last video, a few new additions, equipment, livestock. I added in a couple of Strombus snails, I think you call them. So I got two of these puppies here, one here. Quite fascinating, these actually. You can actually, I don't know if you can actually see, but the eyeball actually pops out. And yeah, these guys are great for when it comes to sand sifting. As you can see, my diatoms. Yeah, they're not the best. So I know every new tank goes through the ugly phase. I'm hoping these guys can, yeah, I guess slowly chip away and start removing any excess detritus and obviously the brown ugly diatoms. Outside of those two snails, I added in a couple of turbos, and I also got another Trochus snail. He's a big boy at the top, just to help obviously with a little bit more of the cleanup crew. Corals seem to be doing really well. So as you guys know, GSP on the wall, it's not firing, so any advice would be amazing. I would have thought this would have started to start polyping on the back of the wall a little bit more and start spreading, but it's quite minimal. We've obviously got the frog spawn here. These guys seem to be doing great. Obviously the two Hannas at the back. I always get these two names muddled up, but this guy here, since I've relocated him from the top to here, absolutely flourishing. And then we've got the devil's hand here on the right. Now I went out and bought some lenses that you can just attach to the phone, so I'll give you guys a bit of a different view, so you can actually see the colour that I'm seeing. So you can see nice colour on the devil's hand, that leather coral. Alveopora, Goniopora, I think that's Alveopora, Goniopora, one of the two. Obviously the Hanna's in the back, and a frog spawn, but looking really nice. Now, I added in one of my dream fish. So this is 24 hours, probably from the first little clip that I did. Was an interesting, yeah, few hours with the two tangs. Obviously there's three, but the Purple Tang and the bristle tooth, I'm not too sure, there he is down there. Yeah, they definitely didn't like each other for the first wee while, but they're now starting to, I guess, play along. So obviously we've still got the two maroon clowns, they're doing great. Would love to have a hosted an enemy, but I'm not really a fan of having a coral that can move on themselves going around the tank and disrupting. So not sure, would love to have something, but yeah, outside an enemy, I don't think it's wise obviously having them host and into any sort of LPS. But yeah, the Purple Tang is absolutely amazing. The colour is beautiful, nice size too. Wanted to obviously introduce a smaller tang. My local LFS had about 5 or 6 in stock, and they gave me a great price, and yeah, jumped on it. It's nice when you get a nice local fish shop and you support them, they support you back, which is great. So great deal on that. Obviously we've got the blue tang. He's doing great too. Obviously he's a lot smaller, but he's doing awesome. The bristle tooth, he's obviously hiding at the moment. There he is there, but he's done really, really great. Right now, I think the banana wrasse is sleeping, so yeah, not sure where, but it's definitely one of my favourite fish, the banana wrasse. The colour's beautiful, quite a fun fish as well. Outside of the livestock, as I said, the corals are doing great. I think on the last video I touched up on getting the Ecotech Versa dosing pump. So I've got one of those. I've got that hooked up to the All For Reef. Yeah, hey, I might be a bit of an Ecotech fanboy, but having everything consolidated in one on the Mobius app is really, really cool. Love it. Dosing pump is really cool. I was dosing about 5 ml of All For Reef. With the testing I was doing, I don't think it made too much of a difference. Increased it to 10. Then I actually went away from work for the past week. I did increase it to 15. Now I bought the Hanna test kits, so I've got the nitrate, phosphate and the alkalinity one. Honestly, once you go Hanna, I don't think you go back to anything else. Incredible with the digital reading, instant, very quick, easy to use. Now, when I guess started using the alkalinity with the Hanna test kit, my alk, I actually didn't realise was actually quite low. Was 5.8. So I know the corals love around about a 7.5 reading. Now with the All For Reef, I was obviously dosing that, but as you guys know, it dosed multiple different elements, including magnesium and calcium, obviously for the coral health. The issue is when you dose it, everything else goes up. So I ended up buying the Fritz alkalinity buffer, just so I could obviously start increasing that. Now the alkalinity is at probably 6.8. So still obviously on the lower end, but the corals have definitely appreciated the extra juice that I've been given the tank. I've lowered the dosing of the All For Reef down to 10 ml, just to kind of maintain and keep up obviously with the supplements and I guess what the tank needs. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. Nitrate's great, phosphate's obviously great. Yeah, so I was a bit concerned obviously with my mag and my calcium, my levels were a little bit higher, so that's why I went out and got the Fritz alkalinity buffer. But yeah, outside of that, things are working really, really well. Just wanted to update you guys, loving the fish. I know we've obviously got some Black Friday specials coming up, so I'm going to be going ham a little bit on adding in some new corals. Would love to, start building up this side obviously of the reef, and I want to get some more equipment as well. In the cabinet, I'm definitely looking at getting a roller mat just to assist obviously when it comes to the filtration mechanic wise. I've currently just got filter floss. It's actually been working a treat, guys, but I know obviously the more stock and more stuff obviously you've got in the tank, you need a little bit more assistance when it comes to the mechanical side. You can see these boys having a bit of a stand up. Typical tang behaviour, however I'm glad that the Purple Tang was the last addition for the tangs. We'd love to get a yellow, but in Australia the pricing is absurd. I think most people would have a stroke, so yeah, super happy with this guy. The colour's amazing. So as I said beforehand, this is the Fritz alkalinity. So this is what I've been dosing on the tank. So giving a bit of a dose every single day and then testing just to get that up to around about the 7.5. Heard some really positive things about CVE, so I want to start giving the corals a little bit of vitamins, minerals, all the fun stuff. So I'll probably get a bit of a snapshot of this at some point, and then also some food for the corals. Start dosing this as well. This was the little kit that I bought online for the lenses. Got it on some website, pretty cheap too, but really nice just to kind of capture the different colour that I'm seeing that you guys don't see on the tank. Okay, so I've just dosed some of that CVE Coral Essentials, and I don't know if it's me, but I think the tentacles definitely popped out. I know this one was definitely loving it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that Coral Essentials actually does. Those extra vitamins and minerals, and I guess the extra stuff that the corals need. No harm in trying, I guess. But yeah, I'll definitely give the food a bit of a try as well, just to kind of start target dosing these guys. And just I look forward to really building out that side. More leathers, chalices, as I said, higher end, a little bit down the track, but get some SPS in there as well. So yeah, everything is coming along really, really well, guys. We'll definitely do a bit of a review, obviously, of the Cade a little bit down the track. Might do a bit of a year update, but so far, for anyone that's looking to get into the S3 range, well, I think Cade in general, but the S3 range, yeah, it's ticking a lot of boxes. It's definitely the Ferrari range when it comes to reef tanks, the all-in-ones. Loving the little B-roll of the fish. But yeah, it's coming along well, guys. As I said, everything's working well. I'm going to do some maintenance today, a bit of scrubbing, a bit of cleaning, and I'm going to take the 2 MP40s out, take the skimmer cup out, do all the fun stuff. But yeah, she's come along really well. If you recommend any more cleanup crew, definitely put the suggestions in the comments. Any coral suggestions, definitely put them in the comments. As I said, I really want to start building this out. I want to get some torches, but I'm not too sure if the torches can handle. I know they like flow, but more the light. I have recently dropped my intensity. It was at 80%, down to 65. The corals are definitely liking that. There's no issues. I know these guys, the current corals I've got don't need high intensity, but yeah, I would love to have something on the higher range. I know SPS is definitely the ones, but you definitely want something swaying. It's a shame this boy here doesn't like the highlight. But yeah, appreciate everyone. Thanks for following along. Do the fun stuff. Subscribe, like, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next update.